Hi there. Hope you enjoyed the videos on the floor. So I'm done with that. The floor is in the car. I've been wrestling around with the front end difference, where it's 1/8 of an inch different each side. I reached out to Joe Daddy's garage, Barry, over there. Hope he doesn't mind me saying this. But pretty helpful. He thinks that I'm chasing a ghost, and he's probably right. So my thought is that I'll get all the fenders, doors, what parts I do have on the car, and just see how everything lines up before I do any other metal work on it. There's really not that much more metal work to do, which is probably good to you guys because it's probably boring, but anyway, there's a little bit on the front right here and the trunk area, and of course the quarters they need to be put on. But anyway, I bought some parts so I can rebuild the hinges. In watching one of his other videos prior on when he rebuilt some door hinges on a 67, the kit that he bought, he had a couple issues with, so I purchased a different kit just based on that. Not that the other kit's fine, it's just I figured I'd try something else. Anyway, let me show you what I bought. So this is what I bought. I bought a body kit for all the bolts for the doors, fenders, all that stuff. I bought one of these for the 66 car that I worked on and really liked it. Of course, I need them. I have very little bolts and stuff that came with the car, but these are nice. They're awesome. And I also bought this hinge kit, one for each door. The one video I saw, they were using a different kit, and these pins had longer splines on them that came down farther, so he just ground them off so they would work, which is fine, doesn't hurt anything. But these don't have that longer spline, so I'm hoping, I haven't torn my hinges apart yet, but I'm hoping that these don't, they're better. It's a better package. This is twice the money than the other kit, and I'm sure 90% of it's the same stuff, and just the pins are probably different. But we'll soon find out. Let's go get a couple hinges and see what happens. Okay, I got looking at these and I almost decided not to rebuild them because there's very little play in them. But I figure they're 50 years old, so what the hell, I already got the parts. So anyway, this pin just needs to be driven out. Your bushings are here, so I am gonna smack that and hopefully it'll pop right out. Just like that. I've got a couple different size punches. I might even use the same pins going back in, but you can see how they're coming out there. Like I say, I don't know if I needed to take those out or not, but it's coming out now. Just like that. These old pins don't seem to be too bad. I might think about using those again. But let's get some bushings in it. See if they match. The bottom ones will be a lot harder. They look to be same diameter. So let's take and pop those out. Alright, we're going to try and use this little thing here. I just put it over top of the bushing. See if that'll pop it out. And looks like it's working. That's why you never throw anything away, right? It's just about out. And I'm using a pair of vice grips just to pull them out. That's the old one. And we'll do the same on this side. Here's my little spacer thing I'm using. Just setting that in there. Punch here. And hammer. It looks like it's being a little harder than the other one. But it is moving. And just a pair of vice grips. Now that it's moving, we'll see if we can get it to twist out. Or break, one or the other. Yeah, it's just falling apart because it's old. And there it goes. Okay, so the new ones should just kind of press in there. I don't want to mess them up going in, so I'm going to be real careful. Try and just press those down straight if I can, because they are pretty soft. Matter of fact, I might put a little oil in there just to be safe. I don't want to mess anything up here. So I'm trying to be very careful. Okay, so let's just give that a tap. See what I mean? I don't want to mess those up going in, or I'll have to buy a whole nother kit. And that would be a bummer. No, there's one side. I could press these in, and I probably should. They seem to want to kind of go in straight, so if I'm careful, it should be fine. That's why I'm using that little plastic hammer. Okay, that should be good. Now I need to decide if I'm going to use these new pins or the old pin. Alright, so the new pin, there's the difference between the two. This is the old one, that's the new one. I'm kind of an original equipment kind of guy, and it just has those few little splines. These do look nice. But I'm thinking I'm going to end up probably buying another one of these kits anyway. So I'm going to stick these in because they really should be sandblasted, but I'm just trying to make sure everything fits first. That new one's tight too, so I think I'm going to use the old pin just because. I didn't mess them up or anything. And if I decide I'll change my mind later, fine, whatever. But I think that's the way to go. Still not quite down all the way. So I think it's definitely tighter. I think I'm going to press that in with my vise. Vise and a small socket. Okay, nice and tight. And it still needs to go down a little more, so I'm going to smack on it for a minute and see if I can get it down a bit. Okay, there's the hinge all redone. Nice and tight, no play. They flip just fine, but no side to side play like I had before, so I'm kind of glad I did that. Alright, on to the bottom one. Here's the car with what body panels I have on it. These are original pieces, fenders, doors. The doors are the ones that came with the car, obviously, and they're pretty straight. A lot of scratches and stuff, but of course that is going to be painted anyway. Super dirty. I put it all together. It still shows level wise it's off just a titch. It's that 1/8 of an inch, if you can kind of see that. I also put this gauge on there, and once it stops moving back and forth, it shows it's 1 degree over to the right. Yeah, it's stopping right there. See if that'll focus. So I'm not going to worry about it. I think it's fine. I did buy the wrong hood hinges for it, like an idiot. It didn't come with them. So when I was researching online, I found a page that had the differences between the years and such, and I misread it. Totally my fault. They they're for the earlier car, 65, 66. So I'll be selling a set of original hinges. I think I might sandblast them and all that before I put them up on eBay or whatever. They're good hinges, just not for the right year. This fender here, the white one, is off a different car, obviously. Let me get down here where I can kind of shoot up. It's pretty tight around here. That's off a different car, but it is a original fender. And this door too, same. There's one little door ding down there in the bottom. All that's fixable. I think that'll be awesome. They're in pretty good shape. There's a little surface rust down on the bottom of the door, but it's just surface rust. It's really solid. There's a massive amount of dirt down inside there. I don't think you can see that. Yeah, you probably can't. But anyway, I'm going to clean this all up and probably leave it like this for a minute. And I got to decide if I'm going to use this seat pan or the original or the other one, the new one. But overall, I'm happy everything fits after doing that floor. There's some minor adjustment. This door doesn't close, but it's because the gap's super high on the top and almost nothing at the bottom. So anyway, pretty happy everything fits other than my mistake on the hood hinges. I am glad when they cut these off, the quarter panels, that they did leave a little bit of it on there, because it helps me line everything up. I'm going to get this all lined up where they should be, then put there's some brackets that go right there to hold the panels out for the convertible. So I'll get those welded in today, then go from there.